Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru.
Think about atheism.
Okay.
How do you explain why
Okay.
they atheist?
No, there are atheists around because God is a bit like a magician, right? He does everything, but he doesn't show his hand. So you can't prove him like he did it, right? So he kills everybody, he makes everybody, he gives to everybody, but you can't prove it, right? So Guruji says he is the unseen of the unseen, right? So he's an amazing magician that does everything, but no one knows, and therefore some people think he didn't do it, it just happened. That's where atheism comes from. Atheism comes from people that say, I don't understand, I can't prove him, because he's not meant to be provable in the normal sense. The only way to prove God, which I was going to talk to that guy about, is through experiencing God, through the way to God, through meditation. So he's totally unseen until you see him everywhere. Through meditation you realize everywhere.
So you could say that someone isn't open when they are atheist.
When someone says, I'm not interested in finding out about God, then they're not interested in listening. At that point, that's why I said that guy, are you still an agnostic? Because he said, you can't prove it to me. But if you're not know, then you should be still seeking knowledge. So an atheist is someone who stopped trying to find out about God and stopped believing that there could be one. So the only logical position to take if you don't know is agnosticism. That I don't know. But you should still be seeking. When you stop seeking, then you basically said, I don't want to know anymore.
But I'm an atheist and I think religion is so important, but for me I can't believe.
Okay, give me a reason why you can't believe in God. Normally people have two reasons. Normally people have two reasons. One is because they look at the world, they see the suffering, and they go, there can't be a God, it's too terrible. The other reason tends to be, they can't prove God. They can't grab hold of anything that says this is God. So it tends to be either a one or the other.
Imagine that there's something above us.
No? Okay.
Why, when there's God, why doesn't he help me or tries to?
How do you know he doesn't help you? He's that magician you can't see. He could have helped you 100 times, but he doesn't let you know.
Why?
Because it's up to you as a person to try and search. If God let you know, then you'd have to believe in God. Because imagine you're walking around, right? You're walking around, yeah, and a bus is about to hit you, right? You're sort of like, unaware of the bus. Sometimes can happen. And then this big golden hand comes down, grabs you from your shoulder, pulls you back, right? Saves you. You look at it, you go, thank you, God. Because who else are you going to thank now? There's no one else to thank. It's God, right? And now you have to believe in God. Not because of your inner experience, but because of that God hand saved you. And you couldn't prove that hand was somebody else's. Now, what would happen? There's two types of people in this world. One look up and go, thank you, God. But it doesn't happen to be the hand of God. It happens to be somebody else that just saves you. But God worked through that person and they still thank God. The other person gets saved by someone else, thanks that person and says, there's no God.
But why would God doesn't show up to me and
Have you ever tried to meditate upon God? So the way to experience God, you're not trying. But you're insisting that God appears in front of you in some other way. But the way he's prescribing is this way. It's like, nowadays you're here, right? Does your mom use WhatsApp?
Yeah.
Okay. And some people prefer WhatsApp, some people like Skype or whatever it is, yeah? What does your parent prefer? WhatsApp. So she says, WhatsApp me if you want to talk to me. But you insist upon calling her landline. And she hardly ever picks up the landline, she's always out. So you keep calling the landline and you say, my mother is dead now. She never picks up the phone. Logically, there's no mother anymore. But all you have to do is WhatsApp. So there is a method, but the people that can teach you that method are like the people that are already connected. So there are people that have come from God to come and teach other people how to connect to God. The gurus are like that for us, the 10 gurus. They're one with God, they've come to teach us how to connect. And you know what? I was in your shoes, like similar. I was 21 years old, smoking weed, drinking. I'm not saying you did that, but I didn't believe in God. I didn't know about God. But one day, I sat with some people. We were sitting in a circle. One guy had a guitar. One guy was a Christian. One guy was a Sikh. And we started chanting God's name. And something happened to me. An experience happened to me that I can't explain, but it was very blissful and very overpowering. Because I came in the presence of something that was much, much bigger than me. Yeah? That experience changed my life. And since then, I've been able to recreate that experience. You have to go. Go on our channel and check it out.
Yeah.
Nice talking to you. Bye-bye.